move on. Hey everybody, it's the King of all Koopas here, and welcome back to Sly Cooper. And, well, I don't know if you guys noticed that little update I put up on YouTube. Well, it wasn't really a video update, more so that I had canceled the series. Well, we're back, and we're going to long play this thing. Now, as for whether or not I'm going to go right from Thievius Raccoonus into Band of Thieves and then on to Honor Among Thieves, we'll see. I may just play all of them now at one time and then do 4 later. Or Thieves in time. Speaking of which, when are we getting a Sly 5? And they better not do a reboot like they did Ratchet. Well, that was more of a movie tie-in. That was kind of handled poorly, wasn't it? Because they were kind of hand in hand. Anyway, let's get on with it. Still in for enough time. Sly Cooper. Thievius Raccoonus. Clockwork! Sorry, too late, Sly. You saw his black wings against the sky. Well, not black wings, his metal wings. Spoiler alert. I guess it's a little too late there, isn't it? My homeboy. Well, him and Ratchet. Even though I never played the okay, I'll probably retell this story when I get to Ratchet. Because they're next on the list of things. Because I started with I actually started Sly and Ratchet in my childhood with Sly 2 Band of Thieves and Ratchet 3 Up Your Arsenal. Yeah. For a long time I thought Up Your Arsenal was the second game and Going Commando was third. Yeah. I never played Thievius Raccoonus until the collection came out. I had 2 and 3. And then I got 4 afterward. I never really played. Actually, well, game froze nearly for a sec there. We're gonna start a new game. So yeah. Hi, Bentley.
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Probably turn that up.
I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van.
Well, good thing there's subtitles for you.
I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Okay, so I kind of want to talk about this. Now, their designs are what they are for the time. But man, did they get a overhaul in Sly 2.
I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities.
What haven't you read about?
Manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
Wait a second. Bentley said that he had read about master raccoon thieves that had dealt with this. Where did you get that information? Because almost all master thieves that are raccoons are part of the Cooper family. And as Sly will explain in a little bit, the Thievius Raccoonus was ripped apart. Carmelita Montoya Fox as the inspector. Get used to seeing her.
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention, you'll be fried to a crisp.
Bentley, you kinda gave us a little misinformation. See, when laser beams are yellow, that means they're just a security system. If you touch them, they'll trip the alarm, and then... What the... The PS... Okay, so I'm back? Sorry about that, the PS3 crashed. I had to restart the PS3, so... Yeah, sorry about that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah! Bentley, you gave us a little misinformation. When lasers are yellow, they're just alarm... Before the alarm goes off mode, like standby mode. You touch them, they'll pretty much, the alarm will blare, and then they're replaced by actual lasers, and if you touch them, you'll be fried, because in this game, Sly can only take one hit before he dies, unless you have a horseshoe, like that. Thankfully, you fall through it fast enough before. I usually can do that normally.
Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
Yeah, she's even got her logo on it.
Super reinforced, Sly.
No, duh. It's Carmelita Montoya Fox's office. Of course it is. Anyway, whoa, camera shift. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh yeah, even if you touch those in that opening section, you'll fall through fast enough before the lasers get you.
Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
Okay, so you said you got this code by hacking into the police mainframe. Why was the code in the mainframe? Like, seriously, Carmelita. It's like you're begging Sly to come rob you. Well, given their cops and robbers relationship going on, that flirty cops-robbers relationship they got going on, you never know.
If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
Ah, and I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Okay, so apparently they can't get their weapons right. Sly referred to the thing as a bazooka and Carmelita refers to it as a shock pistol. I think it is officially a shock pistol. But Sly just called it a bazooka. Might as well, because it's blowing up police cars. Carmelita, you work for Interpol, right?
Escape me, raccoon!
Yeah.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
And I promise you, Sly, that won't happen. Yes, saving.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
So, I want to get into this now, and I'll probably pick up again later. They break the fourth wall a lot to explain how to do things, as this is the first game and all that. But Sly himself also breaks it when he repeats what Bentley says, as if confirming it to himself. But how do these characters know what an X, square, triangle, and circle button are? Maybe they are all aware of the cosmic importance that they are just game characters. Or would it be cosmic irrelevance? Something to think about, guys.
I've already plotted a route to
Anyway.
our first target.
After the first one.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Welsh Triangle, Isle of Wrath. Sly Cooper in tide of terror. Or terror! I promise I will never make that sound again. Anyway, now I'm going to turn that down a bit. I'm just going to swap in between certain volumes for dialogue and not, so just turn that down. Anyway, every one of these areas, well, levels, episodes? Yeah, it would be episodes, wouldn't it? Not like YouTube episodes, guys. Because they're like levels within. Yeah, because they're levels. Yeah, okay, so it is episodes. Yeah, because in Slide 2 and 3, they refer to it as episodes.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Again, they know what the circle button is. And I don't know if anyone paid attention during that cutscene, but small details. Yeah, clue. Anyone familiar with this series knows exactly what this is. Clue bottles. They all lead to a code. Pretty much, these are your main collectible. There's a between 30 to 40 in a level, and you gotta collect them all to unlock a safe at the end, which will lead to powers for Sly, or except for one safe per episode, which is the blueprints for the villain's hideout, which shows where all the breakables and clue bottles are. Anyway, that's my main explanation for them. Actually, I think there might be a few levels where there's only 20.
I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Right. Oh, right. Like I was right. There's 20. It's like between 20 and 30, and there are a few that are 40. I had that backwards. Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah. Sly cannot swim. And when we get to Slide 2 and 3, Bentley and Murray can't swim either. Which is kind of weird for Bentley because he's a turtle! Yeah, break that mask for 2 more clues. I know where most of them are. If this was Slide 2, the first episode of that, I would know almost like all the clues of that by the back of my hand. But that's the only one of the Slide 2 ones I know. The thing is with the clue bottles, they're in Slide 1, Slide 2. They're not in 3 for whatever reason. Apparently, there was some backlash that people hated the collectathon with the clue bottles or something. I don't know. But they brought them back for 4. Yeah, I don't know. If anyone's privy to that information, let me know. I can probably actually look up the reason. Anyway, do not get caught by the spotlights because they have laser guns. Ooh, throwing star shurikens. Are shurikens and referred to as throwing stars? Or ninja stars or whatever.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
I think probably the reason for that is the wrecked ship, so he can loot them. Yeah. Just jump through the current. The last 5 clue bottles.
Nice job so far, Sly.
Never mind.
To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Yeah, this first level is full of tutorials.
Remember, you can grab onto a hook by jumping near it and...
Yeah! You just said that, Bentley. Right. The last 5 clue bottles. Now, anyone who's really good at this game, correct me if I'm wrong. But the first safe, which is right up there, is always the same. But the first safe in any of the episodes is the same. And then after that, it's kind of randomized. Because I remember a couple times where based on the order that I've done some of the levels, depends on what I get, because I saw a walkthrough that said a certain level has the blueprints, and I did that, and I got a power-up instead. Just confirm that for me, please.
That large vault has got to be... Bummer, you can't open this vault without finding the rest of the clues.
Yeah, because... Shut up, Bentley. I can explain it. Yeah, sure, you're doing my job for me, but... Still, I kind of like to do my job.
You found it, Sly! That's the final clue to crack the code!
No duh.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
Okay. There we go. Oh, I should probably explain this.
Found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches
The Sly Cooper series, I'm gonna go for... Try to go for a full 100%. What that means is all levels, all missions, all power-ups, all clue bottles, and all that, but, see, Sly 1 has Master Thief runs, and I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Once I get all the clue bottles and all the safes and all that, I'm considering that my 100%. Do you guys really want to sit through a double playthrough, technically? Well, you've already kind of put up with a double playthrough from me. Has been around long enough. Alright, now, welcome to the main hub. Well, hub of this episode. Sly, get up there! Right.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high-voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine. But I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
No, it isn't. Right. So this is a horseshoe.
Lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
There's 2 kinds. There's the normal silver one, which is a 1 extra hit to Sly. And then there's a gold one, which is 2.
I see, chaps. My heartiest congratulations to you all. The storm machine has sunk its 50th ship last night, and the Luke has already been unloaded. Our operation is moving along splendidly, with the possible exception being the gross negligence displayed below decks, and I demand the boilers stay at full pressure at all times. If you lazy, lowbrow, technically incompetent pack of gutter snipes did your jobs right, we'd have sunk 100 ships by now. But of course, 50 boats is a fine, fine achievement. Carry on, my boys, carry on.
Right, so all the villains are gonna talk like that at one point. And then as you're going through the missions, they're gonna address you sort of directly. We'll get there. First level, into the machine.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
Yeah, without the blueprints, we're gonna have to do this from memory. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Most of them are out in the visible. At least with Sly 2, they put them in the overworld. That kind of made them get a little more creative where hiding them, and some of them are really hard to find. Especially with the layout of some of those levels. Well, episode hubs. You'll see what I mean when we get there, but we gotta play through this game first.
Hold down the circle button near the blue stealth auras to perform.
Yeah, no. I thought there was a clue bottle there, just to make sure. Because there is a place that looks like that, sort of, that has a clue bottle. Might be right up here. See? I'm not crazy. Well, technically, yes I am. Oh, I got a full one-way ticket on the insane train that has no brakes. Yep. The insane train has no brakes. Okay, so I want to talk to you. Well, it's mostly about these clues. The ones that are bouncing on the vent covers, you can get them, or you can just let them drop, because they'll fall down there and you gotta go down there anyway. The ones that are hanging up on ropes, you gotta get. Scheiße. Ah. Next level. As soon as I say it. Not a big deal. We weren't that far into the level. Oh, this is just great. Thankfully, you don't need to listen to Bentley again. And any clue bottles you have collected have remained collected. So there's that. And I will promise you this is not going to be a deathless playthrough. With that, I will try, but I know for a fact there's going to be points where I'm going to die. By the way, if you get a game over by running out of lives, there's no real penalty really. It won't even send you back to the main menu. So there's no really a point. Oh, that was close. Ooh. Okay, got it. We're good. That better be every one of them. I think, yeah. Well, we'll see at the end. I'm gonna be pissed if I have to come back. Oh, that happened. Watch out for the electro fans like that. And I made the mistake of just... whatever. Hey, did I actually have a horseshoe on? Doesn't really matter. I know I didn't have one there. Okay, so that's a double death for Sly. Double death as in... First it knocks him into the... It electrocutes him, which would have killed him. And then it knocks him in the water, which kills him. There's a horseshoe. Oh, right, if you collect, what is it, 50 coins? You get a horseshoe. It's like 50 or 100. Something like that. Oh, and these things are checkpoints. Actually, I think the thing is, penalty for dying, you just go back to the last activated checkpoint. Game over, you just restart the level. There isn't really any penalty for losing all your lives. Case in point. Well, I didn't really die, but you know what I mean. After this, after this recording, I'm probably going to start working on lore. I keep saying I'm gonna work on it. I just haven't. But you guys will know if I actually have. Oh, shh. There was no... You see that? His body was bouncing. Speedrunning tactics! No, those speedrunning tactics will probably come back to bite me. Speedrunning tactics, let's run with it. You gotta time this. Bike call. Dude, just smack me in the head, please. Thank you. Cause I didn't get the clues. Well, this is just gonna be a failure, isn't it? Right. Let's see, I don't know about the long play for this series. I kind of want to move on to something else. I know, I'm already just starting it, and I want to move on to a different game. Maybe I should start live streaming and just play whatever I feel like. That could work. Get that. Thank you. First, I'm gonna take care of you, and let's go get that clue. There's only 6 left, and I know where they are. This one's not too hard to remember where the clue bottles are. So I can just move on to recording a different game. In a minute. Well, when I've finished with Raleigh. So yeah, as Sly explained, Raleigh is actually, hold on a sec. Yeah, well, he's a frog. As you can probably tell, this is a world of anthropomorphic animals that take on the lives of humans. There are no humans in this game whatsoever. Actually, in this series whatsoever. Though, we're gonna meet a villain in a little bit. Well, I say a little bit as in long play episodes.
Sly, you've got to find one more clue if you're gonna open this vault.
Who isn't actually anthropomorphic. He's like a normal animal, sort of. In that he doesn't. Okay, almost all the animals, except for like this one character, can pretty much do as Sly. They use technology, use weapons, dress up, and all that, right? And the thing is, he's the only one to do this because there are actually. In this series, if you're a bird, you're kind of restricted to, well, actually, birds are kind of anthropomorphic, but they can still fly, though. Yeah, because I just remembered someone from the second game. Well, at least his backstory. Might have something to do with, well, the guy from this game might have something to do with the fact he's huge. Those of you who have played this game know exactly who I'm talking about. Who has definitely earned his place as Sly's greatest villain. Oh, wait, I got them all. I was like, wait, I thought I was missing something. But no, I wasn't.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. I can't believe I pieced this one together. Try 227.
I actually want to know what these clues say to lead Bentley to these numbers. It's like written in a way like the second number upon this dial.
Stories claim she can move
I don't know.
than anyone else could on the run. Hold down the triangle button to use this move. Switch between your power-ups using L2 and R2.
Oh yeah, in this game you can't run. They gave you a run button in Sly 2. Yeah. And that's the dive, and this is the roll. This is kind of, it's a little bit of a run, sort of. Anyway, let's get on with the mission. And I went the wrong way. Actually, that is actually pretty fast. Maybe I never use the roll. Sometimes I'll use the knockout dive in a fight. Okay. I've never really looked at that face before. But that kind of reminds me. Anyone who's familiar with the series, doesn't this remind you of the final boss? What are we at? Maybe I'll make it 2 parts. Yeah. That's what I'll do. Alright. Tell you what, the extra lives are kind of creepy looking because they're Sly's head. Ugh.
Jackpot, Sly! Look at all this stuff! Must be worth millions! And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
Right. Since we're trying to play through this game, speaking of replaythroughs, Battlefront 2 is on my list to do because, well, let's just say I was new to the game. Well, game being making the way to make YouTube videos. And, well, let's just say back then I didn't really have it down for my, the way to, do my voice. Making sure I haven't missed any. Right, that's right. Yeah, the way they lay out the clue bottles in this mission are kind of weird. And again, then again, there is the one mission in this episode that has the safe right at the beginning of the level. You have to run all the way back to get it. Actually, probably a speedrunning tactic for that is... A speedrunning tactic to complete it is get all the clue bottles, grab the key, and then run right back in. Probably. See, this is why you don't want to trip the alarm. And I should have just gone and shut it off. Whatever. Actually, is jumping? Yeah, jumping's always a speedrunning tactic. Actually, speaking of Battlefront 2, I think I will just... and unfortunately, Bounty Hunter. As much as I don't want it to be, but Bounty Hunter's also on the list. People who have watched that know that about the first half of the series, something happened to the commentary. Fortunately. And why did I... Whatever, I'll just run back in and get the safe. I do have all the clue bottles, right? No, I don't. Okay, so... That's interesting. Start hitting everything. Okay. Right at the end, whatever. Oh, there's one I missed. That's a bit of a tricky one. Watch it with the lasers! Actually... Hold on.
Bummer, you can't open this vault.
Shut up, Bentley. What was I thinking of? I know. Yep, there they were. And I think to save our progress, we're gonna have to complete the level again.
Press the circle.
Thankfully, it's a short level.
Whoever thought this code up knew what they were doing. Dial in 436.
The only one I know that's gonna give him problems is one way later. Because it's written in Owlish.
These are the blueprints of
Even though it said
Raleigh's
owl is a
entire
Russian.
operation. I wonder... Yes! I can wire this info directly into...
So in this world, does that mean Russian was derived from Owlish? Oh, by the way, I think we just found the blueprints. I'll find that out. Yep, we did. Because it'll show up in your binocucom, which you pull up by either L1 or R1 or an L1. Just completely missed you fools. Jump, 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 jump. Land in water. I should have timed that perfectly. Yeah. Which I think... Did you guys hear that? If I did, that was me face palming. More like hitting my head. And I think I knocked the top of my headphones on top of my head. Haha. That was actually loud. Let's get out of here. I think we got time for one more mission. Actually, well, depending on what we're at after this next one, which the only way to get to this one...
Sly, see
here.
that machine wheel? If my knowledge of mechanical engineering serves me right, applying significant rotational torque to achieve maximum velocity will yield a positive result.
You mean something good might happen if I can get the wheel to spin fast enough?
Isn't that what I just said?
Yes, but see, Sly had to explain it to as the layman. Or the everyday man. Right, anyway. The fire down below. So it's pretty much like what happens after you eat something really, really spicy.
Temperature's reading way off the charts in here. This must be the power source for the storm machine.
Yep, there's the safe right there. Thankfully, though, we got the blueprints now, so... And we're gonna burn our ass off. Okay, that's a positive start. I totally walked right into that. Seriously, like I said, game over. Nothing really happens. You'll just restart the level. I don't recall what level the blueprints are for Mugshot. Who's next? Just double making sure. The red markings are breakable. The green markings are clue bottles. Now you want to run fast enough and do that. Ah. Itch, itch. Good thing I saw that on the second time. Any others? No, they're all onward. Good, good. Now I'm slipping into my Emperor voice. Like, good, good. Oh, we had the horseshoe. I forgot about that. That explains why we were back up there all of a sudden. Okay then. Oh, that's cheap! Stupid game mechanic. Like I said, I have a one-way ticket on the insane train that has no brakes. And it is fun. This ain't the same insane train some people go on. It's just madness of creativity. That's what this insane train is. And also talking to yourself. I mean, talking to yourself isn't really that much of a bad thing. It's more so because most people would do it thinking aloud because they prefer to probably want to hear how it sounds. Yeah. That's at least what I do. Of course, I do have an active imagination. Kind of have to if I'm a fan, which is why I'm a fanfic writer. Oh, this one's a bit tricky because instead of what you're trying to do, as you can see that giant boulder on fire. Yep, that's what you're trying to do. And if you want, just bring the clue bottles to you. You could have also gotten them while you were out on the... Because you had to walk out here anyway. And I missed some. Great. Oh, that's right. It's this level that does that. Oh, I know, it's not this level. How did I miss them back there? Where is it? No, seriously, where is it? Just a note. Where did I miss them? Only back there. Actually, I'm gonna finish the level, run through it again, and get those. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? Because I gotta redo that. No, I'm just gonna go get these. Seriously, where did I miss them? Oh, those... Nope, not gonna bother with those. They're way back there. We're gonna come back for them. You gotta be kidding. Okay. Now I gotta do this without getting... that's easy, because no clue bottles to distract me. Now, if I... I wonder... Why am I tired? And why do we have to drop? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about the one up there. So only... Wait, is there 2 or 3? Oh, I know. Most of them are here, and then there's the one under the water, which I hate. And then there's the other... And then there's the... And I wasn't paying attention, so I got my ass burned twice. Just perfect. Oh! We're not gonna speak of this failure.
To enter the vault code. I'm unbeatable! No code can stand before me! It's got to be 579!
And I think after this, we get this, I'm gonna call it. I'm done with slide right now.
Page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This one features Dev Cooperenda's slow motion jumps. He used this to get by all kinds of airborne threats. Hit the triangle button while in the air to slow down time.
I think this gets an upgrade later that will allow you to slow down time anyway. But, I mean, it's cool. Now, will it save? Now I gotta go back up there to see if it did. Actually, no I don't. It did. Alright. So I'm done with Sly right now. We'll be back. We'll be back another time with the other half of Brawley. Alright, have a good one, guys. See you next time. Toodaloo. Bye-bye.